Does Canada not meeting NATO military spending targets concern you?
Well, it's yes or no, because if we are having already our own troubles in Canada and we keep contributing to other countries who's having war, I know we are affected, but in the meantime, I should focus more on the Canadian more because it's affected us. More money we spend outside, it's affected us.
Only if Donald Trump gets elected. Really, the whole thing about NATO is that if you harm one, you harm all, and to make it a price issue is irresponsible.
It does. Canada has always been a contributory nation to NATO, and it is a founding member of NATO. We need to do what's appropriate. So whether that is meeting the 2% of GDP, or if there are other resource bills that we can meet to meet our obligations, yes, we should, because that's international peace and security operations, which is the third defense mandate of Canada, behind sovereignty being the first, defense of North America being the second, international peace and security. And at this time, when there is so much disruption in international peace and security, Canada needs to be involved at the forefront.
Canada has never, I don't know for how long, has never met its 2% contribution to NATO as part of military spending. That wasn't a big deal up until recently. Most countries in NATO don't meet their 2%. That's changing, obviously, with the increasing aggression that Russia is showing in Ukraine, and will probably, if they win in Ukraine, show to other countries in the surrounding area.
I think so. As Canada is one of the obviously more developed countries in a more privileged position, I think we should be doing our fair share.
I completely agree. I think we should be paying that amount, if not more. We fund a lot of things that I feel like are a bit unnecessary or even overfunded for things that we don't necessarily need or require at this time. So I feel like putting more money into what we need now instead of maybe what we don't need is way more important, especially for now and our future.
Yes, I am. Because I've been watching the YouTube and all that type of stuff, and I see all kinds of stuff happening with, it looks like everybody's ready for World War III. And I think that's so sad. In today's day and age, they should come to some sort of decision where they should not have this war and killing and fighting all over the place. I mean, I am one who would hope for world peace, which is, I know it's totally impossible because we are all so diverse and we have all different views and different things. So as far as you say spending on the NATO, yes, they should be.
Well, are other NATO nations, are they contributing the same amount? No, right? Then Canada should not. Because it's like what you give, what you get, right? So unlike US, we've been contributing quite a bit to all the NATO nations, right? Thinking that, okay, Russia is a threat. But are all the European countries and NATO nations, are they contributing or are they paying their dues every year? No, they are not. And we are still protecting them, right? And it's not like that, okay, they are not making or, they are not able to contribute that amount. But still, they just don't want to do it because they know that, okay, either way, they will be protected by these two great nations, right? So they should be given a reality check that, okay, you start contributing as well, and then, we'll do it.
I don't know how much I'm concerned about it. Obviously, there's war everywhere now, so I guess, if the more we invest in our military, the more we can help, people that are in those situations over there. So yeah, I'm a bit concerned about it, and I think that, yes, if you make a commitment that you're going to spend a certain amount of money or that you're going to do something, you should follow through.
No, not at all. I think so they should first take care of their own citizens, then they should look at those things outside, because everything is changing now. Costs are high and rents are high. Everything is seeming to go towards the worst. So meeting NATO targets is down on the list. Should be down on the list.
Well, I'm more concerned with getting food on the table and stuff. There's a lot of people that have not enough food. Military is up there too, but I don't know, to be honest, food is more important to me, but yeah, military, I don't know.
I think we should, yes.
But does it concern you that we're not at that 2% of GDP?
I think 2% is a reasonable amount, and I think it's a commitment to our partners. And yeah, I think we should be meeting that commitment.
Not really.
Why not?
Well, just because we have protectors on the south. I mean, what are they going to do? You know, I mean, the guys on at the south end of this continent, they're going to protect the north end, if all else fails. I mean, we do have to do our part, but yeah, I don't know where they're going to get the money from. So
I would say is I don't think that Russia's our oppressor anymore. USSR is done. The Cold War is over, and we've got other fish to fry. We've got Ukraine. We've got India. We've got a number of other geopolitical issues going on that it's no longer, the Cold War, as I say, is done. So I just think it served its purpose, but it's a system that's no longer needed. Do we need to build our military up? Absolutely we do.